What's up, everybody? David Kurz here, Kurz Real Estate, here with Eric and Jen. How you guys doing today?
Hello.
All right, so I'm super hyper. Notice I didn't even let them say hello. I just had to get right into it. So we're going to do that again. How you guys doing today?
Amazing.
Okay, it's my turn now.
Fantastic.
All right.
That was good.
All right, guys, check this out. Today we're going to talk about buyer statistics. We're going to utilize the NAR's buyer statistic form or report. The NAR is the National Association of Real Estate Professionals. We want to get into that. We want to talk about it. But before we get there, I want to let you know we're located at 3692 Grand Avenue. If you need anything real estate related, you're looking to buy or sell, work with the best. We are the best company in South Florida, self-proclaimed. It is what it is. I'm sorry for the rest, okay? Now, you can call us at 786-529-5273. Again, 786-529-5273. You'll get our receptionist. She's super sweet. She's my kid. And she'll pick up the phone, and you tell her exactly what you're looking for, and we will line you up with the best agent capable of taking care of your deal, right? So,
I already pointed at me. You're late.
I can't see.
Neither one of them have a decision.
No, she really can't.
All right, so you can visit us at kurzre.com. That's KURZRE.com. You can check out our magazine at kurzmagazine.com. That's kurzmagazine.com. We have a live digital magazine that updates our listings with articles and everything else that you can imagine. You can see it from any mobile device or your desktop or laptop. Anything that you guys need, we are here for you, real estate related in the real estate world. On our website, you can check out our charities. You can check out the books I've written. You can check out our agents. You can see how awesome they are. You can read their bios. We just finished talking about the magazine. So all that other stuff. I'm glad you're here with us. So, what's up, guys?
I was totally spaced out.
See what I mean?
I was totally out.
Both of these guys spaced out when I'm talking.
You sound like I was listening at the Roxbury thing.
And then they're reminding me to talk about something that we just
Awesome.
finished talking about. All right, so
I love it. It's over here.
I sort of have to, just because of who you are in our relationships, but you don't have to.
Better.
You can't force me.
I'm more important than you.
All right,
All
so
right,
new
cool.
listings on the market. Eric, go.
All right, bam. So we got 340 Northeast 160th Terrace, 295, 32 and a half, 1540 square feet, and it has a pool. It's like by the Golden Glades area. I don't know if everybody knows where that's at, by the North Miami-ish. Then we also have 11502 Southwest 173rd Street, Colonial Pines, 310, and it's a 3-2 with 1426 square feet with a one-car garage.
Awesome.
Nice.
So those are our new listings. We are sponsored by.
Well, Eric, can I please have the rest of the paperwork?
There's nothing there.
Nah.
You know our sponsors. We've been sponsored by them for
Se jodió.
Number. All right,
Se
we're
jodió.
sponsored by PRMG, which is our preferred lender. And they do a great job with the mortgage loans and helping you guys out get pre-approved.
Ray visits our office every single day. He sits at our big collaborative table, and he is here to help you out if you need a loan.
Yep.
That's right. We're also sponsored by New World Title. You can check them out at newworldtitle.com. That's NUWORLDTLE. See, I need to read it. TITLE.com.
Failure.
And you can. I don't even have the
Max
phone
Home
number. I'm
Inspections?
going like.
That's it. No,
Max
you're
Home
ruining it.
Inspections?
You're ruining it. You're
And
ruining it.
last
It's
but not
ruined.
least, Max Home
Ruined.
Inspections, and you can check
Ruined.
them out at maxhomeinspections.com.
With an S.
I don't even have a phone number.
We don't need phone numbers. You know why? Because there's this thing called the World Wide Web. And
It's
if you go
crazy.
to NUWorldTitle.com,
I couldn't
you'll get
even
all the
spell it without
offices for
looking at
New World Title. They've got like 15 offices. Choose the one that's best for you. We have one here inside of Kurz Real Estate. So if you're doing business with us, that's where you'll do business. Ray, you can reach him. Just call our office, 786-529-5273. He's literally here every morning, so you'll be able to communicate with him. And he'll give you his private cell phone number, and you can talk to him. And then maxhomeinspections.com. That's maxhomeinspections.com.
I obviously didn't do a good job, so he had to read
I had to do the whole thing over again.
I like David's version.
You like my version?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
All right, I'm done. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
All right, so
Bad kid.
We're halfway through K-Coaching. If you're not familiar with what K-Coaching is, we take our agents and we put them through a vigorous training program that is 1 month long, twice a week for about an hour and a half. Today we ran 2 hours. Today we talked about listing appointments, the psychology of the sale in the listing appointment, presenting the actual listing appointment, and getting the deal done that you're able to convince a seller that you're the right person to use for the sale of their home, and to choose us as Kurz Real Estate and you as an agent. And what an amazing class. Big shout out to the folks that came up and presented. It takes a lot of gall to get in front of an entire class and present yourself as the right option for a sale. And big shout out to George Asal, who's our new sales manager. So big shout out to George. Big shout out.
George.
Right? And then, so George Asal was recently hired, started this week. He's working as our sales manager. And what we've done is we've added yet one more layer of support here at Kurz Real Estate. So we've got everything from marketing and creative to sales management to front office management to myself, who is a non-competing broker. And I'm here every day to help out our clients and help out our agents.
We're like a big onion full of layers.
That's right. So
But are
we
you
don't
sure?
smell as bad. So visit us again at kurzre.com. That's KURZRE.com. This show happens every single Thursday at 4 p.m. So tune into our show. We're also officially launched the podcast. So you just got to look up David Kurz and Kurz Real Estate on your podcast. Every single show is being turned into a podcast along with other interviews and things that we've done. So if you're in your car, you have so many options to listen to us. It could be on Facebook, YouTube, and our podcast as well. So I didn't tell you guys that, but it just got
Thanks.
fixed yesterday and we
I
launched
figured
it out.
because
So
I was curious.
instantly, our podcast, on the podcast right now, we have almost 60 podcast sessions. Some between a half hour to an hour long, so you can get in there and learn everything you could ever imagine about real estate. As well as we have our creative working on taking the last year's videos and turning them into MP3s. We'll be doing intros and outros, and those podcasts will be hitting soon. So I would say in the next 5 to 6 days, you'll see another 50 podcasts hit right away.
Nice.
So instantly, we launched to like 100 podcasts just by flipping a switch. Big shout out to the podcast guys that helped me out, Tim. Big shout out to Mike Cuevas for introducing us. We appreciate you. So I want to make a quick special announcement before we get into the buyer things, right? So I've been working for, I would say, a significant part of this year, thinking about putting together a huge presentation. I want to put some of the best minds together and present what I would call mindset to sales process, to social media, to the luxury of the close, and really have, instead of just having like a mindset full day session or a sales full day session, I want to take it all so that when you walk away from this 1 day session, you have a foundation on which to build a business on. And we've locked in 3 official speakers that I'm crazy excited about. So huge shout out to Mike Cuevas, who's the inventor of Curator, who is going to be coming to speak to us for about 45 minutes. Kip Roth, who is a Mike Ferry coach, who has an amazing story. If you don't know who he is, look him up. We're going to make sure to tag him on this stuff. And officially, as of about 15, 20 minutes ago, Derek Lipsky has agreed to be one of our speakers.
Nice.
So, I mean, this is going to be huge, guys. Like,
yes.
I was like,
pumped.
wow,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
this is going to be huge. We're going to be talking to great people. At the end of this month, I'm going to a closed mindset table or mastermind table, and I'm going to be speaking to one of the guys there to try to have him bring him out. I don't want to say his name and put him out there so that he feels obligated. I want him to want to be here. So this is going to kick ass, guys. Like, to be really honest with you, we're bringing in some of the grinders, not just the talkers, not the guys who are professional speakers and all they do is talk and motivate you. No, we're bringing in guys who are doing it, guys who are selling 300, 400, 500 homes a year as a team, guys that are selling 50, 60, 70 million dollars themselves, and they're taking a moment out of their crazy schedules to come out here and represent with me and teach you guys how to be badasses. So stay tuned for this because we're going to have some promotionals coming out soon. Early bird specials for seating might be around $99. We'll see how it goes. I might even give away some $49 tickets, but that's not going to last very long. And then it's going to go to $99. And then I think around January, we're going to pick it up to $199. And then somewhere around, what's before May? March, we'll hit up, it'll turn into about $299. There will be some VIP tickets that will be about $9.99. And those are going to be to have a private dinner with our speakers.
Nice.
So we're setting it up where we're going to be paying for these guys to come down. We're going to pay for them to speak. We're going to pay for their hotels. And because we're doing that, we're forcing which days they fly in and which days they leave. So that night after the event, we're going to make sure we have a really nice dinner at a great restaurant with some of the best speakers you could ever imagine, some of the best hustlers you can ever imagine. And I want you to create relationships with these guys. So those VIP tickets, we're only going to sell 10 of them. Right? So this is not... I
will kill for those.
Yes. This is not a profit margin for Kurz Real Estate. It's not a profit margin for David Kurz. We want to try and break even as long as we get what we want, which is the right people in front of you and 200 to 500 asses in seats learning this shit. Yeah. We want to change the industry. This is not about us making money. This is about you kicking ass. So if we can generate enough educational info from you, from guys that are doing it. Remember, I keep saying that, from guys that are on the grind hustling. They're not just talkers. They're doers, and they're coming out here to tell you what they're doing. So I'm crazy excited about this. I wasn't going to announce this till next month, but when Derek Lipsky said he was in, and Mike Cuevas talked to me last night, I'm like, dude, this is just coming together, right? So we got a couple other names that we're going to be reaching out to, so stay tuned. This is going to rock out, guys. I'm really excited. So let's get into it. How do you guys see the buyer's market right now?
I think it's good.
Hold on, but like in what department?
Single family is really good.
Yeah, I would say single families. Look, and let's talk about
and
the whole
condos
thing.
too, actually. It's not too bad for buyers.
For buyers?
No, for buyers, no. Yeah,
because buyers have choice.
But still, even then, there's not a lot of flow of the condos being picked up. You know, I don't see them being snagged up everywhere. I think you're still waiting for them to bottom out a little further.
So many.
Yeah.
Yep. So listen, buyers 36 years and younger, millennials, right? Buyers 37 to 51, the Gen Xers. Hello. And then buyers from 52 to 61, young baby boomers. 62 to 70 are the older baby boomers, right? Every generation has a very different statistic. What I'm going to do is I'm going to post this article inside of the feed today because I want you guys to understand this. Look, I'm a huge believer that if you don't know the numbers and you don't know what's going on in the market, you don't know who your buyer is, who the hell are you targeting to? You have no idea. You're throwing shit against the wall and hoping that it sticks. I want you to be more focused. I want you to find the right people. I want you to know the numbers and say, men from this age to this age with this income are buying homes right now. Maybe I should target those people. That makes sense, right? But most people don't do the research. They base it off of what they believe or what they heard fulano say at some networking event, right? And if you have nothing to back it up with, then guys, what are you doing, right? Yeah. So this is great. 71 to 91 is the silent generation. Honestly,
because they're older, they can't.
The silent generation.
You're too tired for that shit.
So we got plenty of financing options, but let's talk about some of the highlights. First-time home buyers made up 35% of all home buying.
Wow.
That's huge,
That's
guys.
That's
a big chunk of the market.
Oh, yeah.
35%. Okay? Now, you have, which is an increase over last year's all-time high, which was 32%. Okay? 66% of buyers are 36 years old and younger. 66% of buyers are 36 years old and younger. That's almost three-quarters. It's the millennials.
That's a lot.
The millennials are your buyers right now. Millennials are freaking lazy. You got to go after them and you got to talk to them about home buying. They don't believe in it anymore. We're building micro units and things for them to live in. Millennials need to understand that buying a home is the best, most effective investment they will ever make in their lives.
Yeah.
Right? And teach them how to do it over and over and over and over again. Right? The silent generation, the older guys, they would buy a house and live there for 50 years. We don't do that anymore. We buy a house and we move in 5 to 6 years. Yeah, that's why they're so quiet. Right? right? And then they're extra quiet when it goes into probate.
To get to these millennials, should we do like 21 Jump Street
have
and
any
dress like we're
say.
younger and then go mingle in the crowds, in the college crowds, and do all that shit and try to get in there?
There you
That'd be
go.
pretty genius.
All right.
I'm not gonna lie.
So, and this is followed by 37 to 51 years old, 26%. At 34%, buyers 36 years and younger continue to be the largest generation of buyers with a median of 31 years old. That means that the millennials around the age of 31 are your strongest
I used
buyers.
to talk to all the people in my house.
That's
crazy.
right. That's right. Right? Home buyers between the ages of 37 and 51 were reported to have the highest household incomes amongst other generation at 106,000 a year, followed by buyers 51 to 60 that had an income at 93,000. So your millennials are not the highest earners, obviously. They're probably new to their job. They're young attorneys, young doctors, young artists, young DJs, whatever it is that they chose to do, young entrepreneurs. But they're your biggest buyers. They're the ones who are buying the most. Next is the Gen X, my generation, who are earning the majority of the money and in second place on the buying side, right? So now you know who to go after. Like, this is so simple, guys.
I wonder if it flips. I wonder if you guys are the ones that sell.
I would say so because I don't think Gen Xers are not like baby boomers and the silent gen. Baby boomers and silent gen really bought something to maintain it for a long term. Gen Xers move on a consistent basis, you know? So we're selling to the millennials and we're moving on up to the sky. All right, so 66% of recent buyers were married couples. 17% were single females. 7% were single males. Something to think about here, right? Females are a little bit smarter than males. They're ready to settle down a lot quicker. Guys, not so much. They want to jump around a little bit, right? So
They have mama.
they get
Oh,
their
yeah,
own
we do.
places and then they jump around.
I didn't jump. I want to stay at my mama's house.
My brother didn't leave the house.
You get the house cleaned up. You get dinner done all the time. And even if you forget to eat dinner, they chase you around with it with a little fork. It's awesome, man.
Now check this out. The highest percentage of single female home buyers was found between 62 and 70-year-old.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Single females between 62 and 70 made up the biggest percentage of the group of single females. 38% of all buyers had children under the age of 18 living at home. 62% of buyers between 37 and 51 had at least one child under the age of 18 residing at home. 11% of home buyers, 11% is a large percentage for this, purchased a multi-generational home to take care of aging parents for cost savings.
What was the
Right?
percentage on that?
11%.
Holy shit.
So 11% of people are, so it's typically the Gen Xers, because the Gen Xers have the parents that are still in the silent gen, right? And they're buying multi-generational homes in order to save money. It's cost savings. So they buy a home that has an in-laws quarters or has a separate cottage or something like that, where they can, maybe it's a duplex, and they live on one side, and the in-laws or the mother or the
Yeah,
parents live on the other side.
They sell the silent generation's home in order to get their own.
Exactly.
I don't like the name Silent Gen. Yeah, it's like,
I'm not silent.
Silent
Sorry.
Gen. I just got that. That's awesome.
Let's see. 1 in 5 home buyers aged 52 to 61 purchased a multi-generational home. Between 62 and 70 were the second largest, right? So actually, baby boomers. Baby boomers are the one buying multi-generational homes.
Really?
37 to 51 age group showed the most racially diverse group of home buyers in 2016. 21% of the group of home buyers identified as Hispanic, Latino, Black, African American, and Asian Pacific. So that means that 21% of the group between 37 and 51, right, your Gen Xers, 27% of that group that was buying was multicultural. They're minorities. Most common reasons for recently purchasing a home differed between generations. For all three groups under the age of 61 years, the main reason for purchasing was the desire to own their own home. Okay? So when you guys are out there and you're doing your marketing, what are you pitching? For sale. Look what I have. Or are you pitching, do you desire to own your own home? It makes a big difference, right? Apple doesn't say, I have the best iPhone, come and buy this. They don't say, I sell computers, come buy my computer. What they say is, we have some of the best technology. It's so easy to use. It all syncs up together, and all you need to do is come visit us. Try us out. That's what they say. There's a phone splashing in water with a big background. They're not saying anything about the phone. The only time that Apple pitches its phone is during the official pitch, when they're pitching the new product. Outside of that, every one of their commercials is about lifestyle. Nike doesn't say, come buy my shoes, they're the best sneakers in the world. Actually, Nike is not even the best sneaker in the world. However, you believe it is because all the athletes on TV are wearing Nikes for commercials. And you see somebody sprinting, and they just look in the best shape in the world. And you feel like if you put those shoes on, you could run a 4.3 too. You know what I mean?
I used to believe it.
That's yes. Look, when I was a kid, they had the sneakers with the, remember the Nike Air pumps, right? And I
like
believe,
a white man can't jump. Let me pump you up. Let me pump you up.
I believe as a kid that if I wore my Nike Air pumps and I pumped them up real big, right?
You were flying.
I could jump higher and like get to close to dunking the ball. And I would tell my friends straight up, "You see that? I was close to the rim." Right? All in the mind.
Super close.
All in the mind. And I believed
Super
it
close.
because I saw movies like White Man Can't Jump when he put on the sneakers and
Man,
he
I know
was
what's wrong. I know what's wrong. Let me hook you up. Pumping them up, man. That's a classic.
Right? Buyers of new homes made up 14%, and buyers of previously owned homes made up the other 86%. So new construction, 14%. Resale, 86%. What should you be focusing on? I mean, come on, here's the numbers right here. For buyers 36 years and under, 11% bought new homes again this year. New home purchases increased with age, 15% to buyers 37 to 51, 21% to 71 to 91. Most recent buyers who purchased new homes were looking to avoid renovations and problems with plumbing and electricity at 34%. How crazy is that, right? So what they're saying is that a lot more buyers are not trying to deal with the issues of renovation. A lot more buyers are walking into a home and thinking to themselves, I want to buy it because I like it the way it is and I want to turnkey move in. And when they're seeing the inspections and they see plumbing issues and electrical issues, the higher percentage is being turned off by that. They don't want to deal with it. They don't want to deal with the city permits. They don't want to remodel a kitchen or a bathroom. That is the majority of your buyers right there. So if you're a real estate professional, stop walking into a house and saying, yeah, but this is an easy fix. You could redo this bathroom in a few months, you know. You can afford it. Don't worry about it. Most people don't want to do that. You have to listen to your client, right?
That's a little contradictory, though, because you're talking about you get most sales for resale homes, and you got like a 14%, I think is what you said, for new homes. Yet the buyers still want to be, maybe it's a location or whatever, and they look at, you know, the homes that are for resale. You're bound to see problems like those, even though you don't want them. So essentially what this is the seller is more than likely going to be the one responsible. You know, if they really
the seller's
want to
going to be
sell the
responsible.
home,
Yes.
they're going to have to fix those items.
But so this is a great point. Once upon a time, where people were more apt to do renovations, you would tell your seller, leave it the way it is, avoid the headache.
Yep.
We'll sell it for a better price, and let somebody else deal with the renovations. In today's day and age, if you try to do that, chances are you'll stay on the market longer because less buyers want to deal with that.
Yeah.
So it's almost better for you to advise your seller to do some remodeling, fix the kitchen, get a better price, a higher price, mark it up to market value, and it'll sell quicker.
Well, in other states, you find that, you know, sellers really stage their home. They repaint it and everything. They do so much to sell their home. And I've had people from out of the state come here and say, I've never purchased a home in such terrible conditions. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
I see people freaking out.
Different.
Yeah. And right now, the investors are killing the market, bro.
Yeah.
Since they're grabbing all these houses dirt cheap, and then they're fixing them
all
up.
right, so here you go.
Done up.
Investors are killing the market, but this leads
For
right
that
to what
reason.
this is
Right to
saying.
that, yeah.
Investors are killing the market because they're buying these busted homes at really great prices. They turn around, they fix it, they sell it to somebody who wants a turnkey home.
Yep.
Right? They get brand new kitchen, new floors, new everything, and it's working out. It's fantastic. This leads to what you were talking about earlier. The most common type of home purchase still remains the detached single-family home, right? At 83%.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? So where should you be focusing your marketing dollars? Towards the condo life or the single-family home life? The questions or the answers to your questions are right here. And it's nuts. And then this is 83% of all homes purchased compared to 87% of buyers, 37 to 51. So when you're doing your Facebook targeted ad campaign, you should be focusing on people between 37 and 51. These are really good numbers. Look, I'm not going to tell you that I've always been an expert. When I started boosting and I started doing Facebook ads, I was like, well, 22-year-olds can afford a house too, so I'm going to go 22 to 65. And I wasn't targeting the right people, right? Now, if I look at this and I read this, I think to myself, if I have a single family home for sale in a neighborhood that has a medium or whatever income, I'm going to focus on ages 37 to 51. Those are my buyers, right?
That's where you're going to get the best outcome.
Oh, man.
The most bang for your buck.
Check this out. Amongst nearly all generations of home buyers, the first step taken was to look online for properties, except for buyers 71 years and older who contacted a real estate agent first. Listen to what I'm telling you. If you do not have an online presence, you do not exist.
Yeah.
Period, end of story. That's why here at Kurz Real Estate, we pride ourselves on our online presence, and we pump our agents up to have an online presence, which is why we're very effective when it comes to selling a home for one of our sellers, okay? We have a huge online presence. Yeah. And if you don't have an online presence, listen, the only people not looking online first are ages 71 and above. That means everyone else that we've been talking about is looking online first for a house. Top buyers typically search for 10 weeks and looked at a medium of 10 homes, right? So there you go. You already know, you pick up a new buyer, the medium is 10 weeks, 10 homes. The length of the home search was the longest for buyers 37 to 51 at 12 weeks. For all other generations, it was about 10 weeks. When looking for the home search process, buyers 36 and younger were the most likely generation to consider purchasing a home that was in foreclosure. 36 and younger. They feel like they're getting a better deal. They're most likely to chase a foreclosure situation, right?
Does it talk about any, basically like the length of time that it's taking buyers to find something? It's like 10 weeks. Does it break it down by like price point?
Oh, no, it just says like the ages and stuff like that.
Okay.
It doesn't, yeah. And then it talks about the trend showed that the older people got, the less apt they were to purchase a foreclosure. Right? Because the older you get,
you're tired. What? You don't want to do that.
I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. I don't want to deal with that, you know? As a result of internet home searches, buyers most often walk through the home that they viewed online. Buyers 51 years and younger saw the exterior of homes because of searching online for properties. The most important website feature was photos for 9 out of 10 buyers under the age of 62. I'm going to stop there.
That's
all
a
right?
big one.
That's a huge one, because one of the things that we do here at Kurz Real Estate is we take professional photography for all of our listings. That means every one of our agents that lists a home, we pay for the professional photography. Why? It says it right here. Buyers 51 years and younger, 51 years old and younger, everybody in that category, saw the exterior of homes because of searching online for properties. The most important website feature of photos for 9 in 10 buyers was photos under the age of 62.
Shit.
Come on, guys. If you're not utilizing professional photography for your listings, you're doing a detriment not only to yourself but to your client. You should be ashamed of yourself. Period in the story.
Dude, I was going through a listing on the MLS, and I'm trying to, for like one of my clients, I'm going through the pictures, and you can tell they're like cell phone pictures, right? And on one of them, this guy's taking a picture of the bottom of his kitchen, and his jacked up feet and his sandals are sticking out.
Oh.
This guy's his toes look like he played soccer with a pack of wolves. It was crazy. All right, looked insane. And this guy's posting these things on the MLS, man. It's
He's
crazy.
promoting his toes.
It's awesome.
That's what I'm talking about. That's ridiculous.
You just had, this statistic also where 51% of buyers find their homes online.
Mm-hmm.
If it's online, it's based on photos, obviously, 'cause it's
100%.
digital. And the other, I don't know, I think it was like 38% was through a realtor. The realtor essentially posts things on the MLS
And they
with
show
photos. It's
photos.
all online, so it's so important to have the right photos.
Oh, yeah.
I saw there's one specific lady, I can't remember her name. She would take pictures with her cell phone as well, but she always took a picture of her dog in every single listing. It was like her key thing.
It was
so
her
I
key thing.
knew that was her listing every single time.
That's
I
so
was like,
ridiculous.
there goes that lady again. with
Kind
the
of
dog.
cool with the damn dog. You know what I mean?
No.
Listen to this. I do want to point this out. 88% of all buyers purchase their home through a real estate agent.
Yep,
Period.
that's it.
So for all you folks out there thinking that you're a for sale by owner and it's super easy to sell your house, you're wrong. It's not easy to sell the house. There's a huge process behind it, and there's a reason why this is a profession. I don't tell you how to be a doctor. Don't tell me how to be a real estate professional. I don't try to heal myself when I have the flu. Don't try to sell your own house. What? Yes, I do. That's a lie. It's got to be extra critical for me to go to the
It
doctor.
takes him forever,
The
though.
point
He
is
never
that
still ends up at a doctor.
I still end up at a doctor. Right? So the idea here is, let me ask you a question.
Ask me
If
many.
you studied your butt off, can you not use Google to learn everything you need to learn to know as much as any doctor out there?
That's a trick question. I don't study.
If you studied your butt off, could you? I think you could.
No,
Why not?
because you still have to practice. That's why
All
they
right,
do
so
residency.
I'm not talking about practice. I'm talking about know as much as any doctor out there.
Oh, yeah.
Knowledge
no,
base,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, knowledge base,
Okay.
yeah.
You might
Alright,
have this,
alright,
you might have that. You might be able to walk around and see somebody with a rash and go, hey, you might have flu, 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 flu. You know what I mean? And then
You may
they'll be
not
like,
have the
what is
focus or
that?
steady
And then-
hands to be a
You know
surgeon,
what I mean?
but you can have the knowledge.
Exactly. So the point that I'm making is that anybody could Google anything and learn it. Please don't try to Google real estate and think you can learn it. You can't. This comes from experience just like a doctor.
I'll give you an example.
Right?
I have a client who's an attorney, and of course, he's done all his research on in the basis of whatever is available for knowledge for real estate. He's even read the book and everything. And still, he has to come to me because he doesn't know the process. He's never done a real estate transaction before. And even if he does, there's so many other things that come out of the process. You know what I mean? So he'll come to me, well, do I have to do this or do I have to do that? Or, you know, and it's always, no, this is the way it goes. Or don't worry, this is already taken care of. You know what I mean? 'Cause
People don't understand. Listen, I know we're marketers and all that, but we're salesmen at the end of the day, too. Sales is hard as shit, bro. I mean, it's super, super difficult. People think it's a cakewalk. It's just not. You're dealing with the public on a constant basis, and you get a variety of personalities that you just got to be a chameleon and
Yep.
blend with everything.
Yep.
And, dude, every word has to be calculated. If you know what you're doing, every word has to be calculated, man,
especially
when you're
in
talking to
big
them.
contracts. Like the
And
one
so
we do.
this one here, it goes on and on and on with extra stats. One of the cool things is that it talks about the different attitudes in the different generations, right? Like Gen Xers depend on a real estate agent. They want their real estate agent to help them find the home, but they would like to be involved in the negotiations of the contract, right? Whereas millennials,
I don't want to deal with that.
they do, but they want more information. They want to know more about the process. So if you don't know the psychology behind this, how could you be of assistance, right?
Yeah.
If you're working with a millennial and you know for a fact that that millennial wants to know more about the process, if you took the time to explain to the millennial what it is that you're doing, you're a better agent for that person.
Yep.
Makes all the sense in the world to me. I hope it makes all the sense in the world to you. I hope you guys enjoyed our show today. Again, you can visit us at kurzre.com. That's KURZRE.com. Almost forgot how to spell my name. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. You can call us 786-529-5273. If you'd like to learn more about joining our company and becoming one of our family members, email jointhemovement@kurzre.com. That's jointhemovement@kurzre.com. Please stop talking in my ear. Thank you very much.
I'm not
And then-
talking.
Watch
You were
you
saying
talking?
join the movement at kurzre.com.
I
Same
didn't
time
even
as
say
me.
join the movement. I just,
All right.
I did the thing with
We're
my
about
mouth.
to get into a marital spat live on
Ooh, ding, ding, ding,
You
ding,
see
ding,
the face?
ding.
That's cute. All right.
The
it's
Popeye
cool.
punches.
You're cute. All right. So, guys, visit us. Visit our website. Check out our charities. Big supporters of VA Rep, which is the Veterans Association of Real Estate Professionals. Proud to say last Friday, they gave away a mortgage-free home
That's crazy,
to
man.
a veteran in need, to a homeless veteran and his family. Mortgage-free home. Thanks to Bank of America for being a big part of that. Thanks to the Veterans Association of Real Estate Professionals for doing great with that. Thanks to everybody, to the Prez, Pete Rip, Sergio, Enrique, all you guys out there, man. Juan and a million, you guys did a great job. Timmy, you guys did an amazing job. I'm super proud to have been a part of the organization with you guys and been able to serve with you guys for 2 years before I resigned. And I'm excited to see everything that we worked for come to flourish because you guys kept it going and made it happen. So congratulations to you guys. Congratulations to that veteran for having a mortgage-free home. Of course, the Children's Cancer Caring Center, they always need our help. The Baptist Hospital is building a huge cancer ward, mostly for children. It's really, really, really difficult to think to myself that Baptist Hospital has to build an entire building to take care of children that are suffering with cancer. It's unacceptable, and we have to figure this out. And to the families that are going through it, they're going through a lot. So we need to make sure that we support them some way, somehow. So the Children's Cancer Caring Center, you'll find them on our website. They got a link there. Please feel free to donate on there. And last but not least, the Boys and Girls Club of America. Because if we don't train our youth to be active, to learn sports, to learn teamwork and communication and sociability skills, then we will have the craziest generation coming after us. So thank you to the Boys and Girls Club of America for doing a great job with these kids. We'll see you next Thursday at 4 p.m. Take care, guys.